Hello and welcome everybody to the new digital demo from Dobla. And this time we will do it together with my colleague Michel.
Hey William.
And to tell you a little bit what it's about, well, Michel, what is it? What is it about?
It's about food on the go.
Food on the go.
Yes.
Food on the go, but I think this time Dobla style.
And classic twist too.
Okay.
Modern and classic.
Okay, okay. A good combination.
Yeah, I think so. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The first thing we are going to show you is showing you the truffle shells. The truffle shells, well, it's been there for a long time already, but we are going to show it, like I said in the beginning, Dobla style. And we're going to use especially more liquid fillings, so it's an advantage of a classic truffle.
Okay, so I think you need this now, no?
Ah, yes.
Hey. See the way it's packed, it's perfect. Clean.
Very clean.
Yes. And like you said too, we need to always, so looking at the perfect condition of the truffles and if they are well lined. So
Yeah.
I like your tool here. That's cool. I think it's very clever, very clean to. Can you show me?
Sure.
Well, I normally do it with the pastry bag,
Yeah.
but I think that's very nice.
So I set it to the amount for each truffle. So I have to check if it's okay already, and it is.
Yeah, it's perfect. Huh?
So obviously you cannot do this with a ganache. Well, not a traditional one at least. So like Michel said, you have to use a pastry bag. But for this recipe, and I have some other recipes.
Yeah, you're really online. That's very nice. Sometimes with the pastry bag, we put outside, it's not clean. Like this, it's perfectly clean. William is just finishing right now. You see it's very clean. Good job, huh? Because we don't have the ganache going out. So we will use the cover. Don't trash it. The cover will help us to just put it on the top,
Yep.
covering, and like this we put it on the fridge, and we have a perfect crystallization, very clean. The humidity didn't get in, and we just have to finishing with covering with a tempering chocolate. So normally what we do to close the truffles, we use a cornet. Yeah, it's a paper. You see it has a rectangle, triangle rectangle, and the technique it's with our fingers to roll it to make like a cone. And we don't move from this position, okay? We have a little pressure there, and we enter the other end and we just turn until we form the perfect cornet. We close it, and after we fill with chocolate, and we generally put on the.
Yes, but if you want to do one tray, that's nice. But what if you want to do a whole box? Maybe you need a piping bag or something.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
And I will just fill with chocolate. Of course, tempered chocolate. So we have to be careful not to put too much. So William is doing his version. I will show you another version with a fork. Simply, it's a material we use for chocolate all the time to dip the chocolate into. The truffle, I will dip it on dark chocolate the same way. But you see, we are not using the fingers. So we just dip, and before the chocolate become a little bit too hard, with a little mixture of alcohol and chocolate powder, this color is copper, and with a tip, I will just make a small decoration on the top.
This is a different way. It's to take a bowl of chocolate, slightly with a little bit of cocoa butter. You take a little bit of chocolate in your hand, and you add some of the finished shells in the other, and unrolling them.
So it's better to wear some gloves here.
Yeah, it's better to use gloves, especially on the camera. So, classic is just with nothing, or you add, like Michel is doing, a little decoration.
So the other way, we have some powder here.
Yeah.
It can be cocoa powder.
Yeah.
In this case, just a mix of green tea and powdered sugar. Okay. Little powder sugar because with the green tea will be too strong on flavors. So it's practically 2/3 of sugar, 1/3 of green tea. And means time William is putting on it, I will just rolling like this, making sure all the powders get well all around the truffle. And I keep turning a little bit just because I want the chocolate to start to crystallize. I will go and fish them, and I put them directly to the sifter. And again, now I will take the excess of powder out, so I can just do it like this, or rolling them. And if I roll them, it will give another effect at the truffle, because we take more powder out, and we will start seeing the chocolate, not just the powder, and it will give a contrast of color. And I will stop here.
So, like Michel explained, everything finished. You can see 3 different versions. The one with the fork, the one by hand, or even the very artisanal way with the powder, which can be coconut or nuts or whatever.
Okay, so that was a truffle style. Okay.
But also, it's food on the go. So you can also put them, for example, in a packaging. So we have a nice, of course, Dobla box, but you can have any print you want. You take it out, and you put a nice assortment in there. This way we showed you some nice ideas, like a guideline, and I think it's for you now to try for yourself.
Yeah, just using your imaginations, feelings, covering. I think the truffle, it's nice to play with it, and you have a lot of possibilities of flavors. But William, questions now. We don't have, you tell me about something else, no?
Yes, after this we're going to do a variation of the truffle shells, which is, I think, new, and it's going to be lollipops.
Lollipops?
Yes. You ever made a lollipop with a truffle shell?
I make it, sometimes, yes.